Kayanis. Kayanis was a guy who never really had trouble with women. He was actually one of the few guys within his area that can actually keep women around. The only other person that come out to anything of that nature was a guy from a small town of Raleigh named Asaya. Asaya was a guy with hazel blue eyes and golden hair that stretched longer than the golden sea itself. Now you may be asking, what's so special and unique about these two guys, right? They understood the power of detachment. Detachment is when you remove yourself from an equation, which enables you to focus on a task that is at hand. You're not worried about what the next person got going on. No, you're removing all of your feelings from out of it. For example, if you're in a toxic relationship and decide to cut off all communications with that person and stick to it, you hold your ground. Congratulations, my friend. You are in the detachment phase. I know y'all probably saying, Lee, where are you going with this? Hold on. On the other hand, we have somebody named Elijah. Now Elijah, he has recently broken up with his girlfriend. But the only difference is, Elijah hasn't had guidance within his life. So one day, Elijah decided to come up to Kayanis and Asaya and ask him for advice. He said, what's 3 things that I can do after a heartbreak? And then they proceeded to let him know this. 1, cut off all communication with her. Now, fellas, I know it may be hard, right? I know you be saying, this is probably the love of my life. I've dedicated so much time with her and just spent so much time getting to know her. Okay, I understand. You have. But you have to have respect and dignity for yourself, right? Say you gave her the world and she decided to go out and cheat on you. Or she didn't respect you as a man. The way that you was carrying yourself may not have been it for her. And that's okay. Because you have to find somebody that is for you and that would accept you and that's willing to grow with you and not willing to leave when times get tough. Or just say that I need a break, fellas. I'm here to let you know right now, fellas. 9 times out of 10, if a female says she needs a break from you, she's probably going to go out and cheat. That's her time to actually go out, clear her mind, and enjoy herself. And as a man, you can't allow that. I'm speaking. Some may say it's toxic, but as a man, you have to just understand. Just like if you and your wife had an argument, right? You're not gonna just up and leave the house, no. You could go upstairs, she's downstairs. Y'all are each other's company. Once you decide to leave the house and allow other people into your space and let them know what's going on within your relationship, it's no longer your relationship. She's getting advice from everyone that's around her. Single mothers, broken fathers. There's a lot of broken advice that's going to be given out, fellas. So she's listening to everything that's around her and like, I can't take it. I don't want to be with this guy no more. But they not knowing that you putting your neck out there for her. You are the one that's actually taking care of her day and night. They don't understand that though. They going to always put their 2 cents in. Y'all could have fixed it by a simple conversation, sitting down and talk, but they just wanted to get you out of the picture. So if y'all do end up breaking up and you just can't get over her, fellas, tell yourself it's going to be okay. Tell yourself that you will have clarity and the peace of mind because you don't want to be stuck thinking, why can't I get over her? You can't get over her because you're constantly thinking about her, constantly texting her. She's playing with you. And you know she's playing with you. She's not giving you the time of day that she used to. Nothing. You know she's talking to somebody else, but you constantly still want to hit her up and see where it can go. No, have clarity. Have respect and have dignity for yourself, fellas. 2, become the coldest version of yourself. Now, a lot of people say this time and time again, you must become the coldest version of yourself because that's what you have to do. If a female doesn't like you or she breaks it off with you, guess what? You have to think, where did I go wrong? You have to think, was I the best version of myself? Was I the best version of myself when we got together? But then once I got her, I stopped working out. I stopped going into the gym. I stopped putting my best foot forward towards my goals. I wasn't goal driven anymore. I became that guy that's lazy, that just sits there, let life pass me by. You don't want to become that guy. You want to be that guy of work, hard work ethic. You really think that female's not out here loving a guy that's on his grind? She is. She acknowledges that. That's why when you cut off all communication with her, I'm not saying block her, but stop messaging her, stop texting her. Don't follow her on social media. Let her follow you though. This part of the equation is when she see your growth. This is when she see that you start to expand. That you're not the same guy that you was before. You're somebody different. Just like I was talking about K-Sinus and Asaya, you're somebody of higher value now. And once you become that guy of higher value, after you done constantly worked on yourself, constantly got in the gym, constantly just making boss moves, she's gonna see that. Your options are gonna expand. Why do you think that so many people get in the gym? Why do you think so many people are constantly putting themselves in positions to get better? Why do you think I put myself in positions to go out of my way to talk to females, fellas? Because if I want to help y'all, I have to get myself in field and improve myself. What works for one female may not work for the other. So you have to constantly see what works and what doesn't. So I'm learning just what you guys. I'm a student of the game, and that's what you have to be, a student of the game. It's not going to come overnight, no. It takes time, and it takes work. Becoming the best version of yourself, becoming the coldest version of yourself, it takes work, fellas. You have to be willing to do that. Kobe, for instance. They call him the greatest basketball player of all time, next to LeBron. You want to know what LeBron and Kobe have in common? They never gave up on themselves. They constantly found new ways to improve the game. They found areas that they lacked in. For instance, if you're short, fellas, get stronger. If you're short, fellas, get money. If you're short, fellas, get a nice car. It's things that you could get to upgrade yourself, just like a 2K player, right? You don't start at the park as a 99 overall, no. Once you're in that lab, you go to the practice facility, put in the time and the effort, you become that 99 over time. And that's men, that's what we do. We don't become high value men overnight, no. Women may, but us guys, no. Women can wake up and be fine. Guys, we have to work towards what we want to go to. I wasn't always built, fellas. I was skinny. I was Elijah. I wasn't K-Sinus. I wasn't Asaya. I was Elijah. But then I told myself, okay, I have to change. I have to start getting in the gym. I have to start working out. I want to be that 1% of man that's actually on his grind, that's on his purpose. Something has to change. And this brings me to number 3. Avoid rebound relationships. Actually give yourself time to heal. Don't just jump into another relationship or situationship just because you just got out of it. Or that's the social norm to go talk to somebody else after you just got out of a heartbreak. You're not healed yet. You haven't actually took the time to heal from your trauma. You're building on constantly. You wonder why this generation in society is so messed up? It's because nobody actually takes the time to heal themselves. You go talk to somebody else, now the same things happen. Now you're broken. You say all these females are the same. No, they are not the same. You just haven't took the time to actually give yourself the chance to actually heal from the past. It's hard, but that's something you have to do. Be okay with being by yourself. You don't always have to have someone in your space, fellas. It's okay to be alone. Heal yourself. That's the main thing I have for you. Kasanis and Asaya told me to tell you guys to heal yourself. Don't just jump into another relationship just because you are single now. No. Actually take the time to focus on yourself. Focus on your grind, right? Focus on healing. Focus on becoming better. Focus on what actually matters, and that's you. I say this time and time again, fellas. I don't know if you were listening. Maybe you will listen to Kasanis. Maybe you listen to Asaya. Or maybe you will just listen to me. Focus on yourself. Become better. Become strong. Become that 1% of men that's actually grinding. That's why I say, fellas, every time I'm going to say this. I don't care if it gets old, but I will say this. This will really change your life. I'm a strong believer in that. And this is exactly what Kasanis and Asaya told Elijah. I'm out.